212 here, and today I am proud to bring you another nuclear gameplay by myself, and actually ShpingusOwns got one during this game as well, and so yeah. And the reason why I cut to a middle part in this nuclear, well, it's not a middle part, it's when I actually start going on the streak for the nuclear. It's because the first part of the game I did go on like a 10 or something, but nothing really much else happened and I died, so I didn't really, and because you know, the PlayStation clips can only hold up to 15 minutes, so that did kind of limit me, and I had to cut it down to 15. And I realized that if I eliminated the first part like after I died, before I started on the nuclear streak, then it would actually perfectly fit. So I decided to do that. If you guys do want to see that, then you could just comment below, and I'll probably just end up, I don't know, recording the first 2 minutes of this game if you really are interested in seeing what happened. But yeah, so let's get into this game a bit. It is some CTF on Exodus. Now, when we saw this game and the people that were playing in this lobby, we were ecstatic. And pretty much all of us are going for nuclears because everybody on their team is pretty bad. All of their KDs were below like a 0.6 or something, god-awful like that. I did really feel bad for the kids, but none of them really end up leaving until I think either like the beginning of the second round or OT round. It's something like that. We ended up getting a crap ton of kills before then, though. Oh yeah, I think they yeah, at the beginning of the first OT round, that's when they ended up leaving. So let's get into the class I'm using a bit. It's the 205 Brecci with a long barrel, extended mag, rapid fire. Long barrel, of course, because of the shotgun. You're gonna want more range. It helps with landing your shots, and it's more effective in getting like less shot kills. Like the Brecci, it eliminates the range from a 3-shot kill, and then it'll make it like a 2-shot kill at that range. So it is pretty effective on shotguns, and I'm using extended mags because with the Brecci, again, this is a semi-automatic shotgun. If I run into quite a few people, I'm going to be able to want to take them down without reloading, and rapid fire, so of course I can get the shots off faster. Now the perk setup I'm using is Flak Jacket. Of course, I don't want to get hit by explosives, as a lot of people seem to like using explosives in this game for some odd reason. Ghosts, so I don't appear on enemy UAVs, which is very helpful if they do manage to get one, and I'm on a streak. I've already explained that before, though. And Scavenger, you're definitely gonna want Scavenger on a shotgun, because shotguns do deplete their ammo very fast. And when you're on a streak, by the time you're on a 10, a 15, maybe even a 10 kill streak, I was about to say 10, maybe even 15. A 15, maybe even a 10 kill streak, you're probably gonna have to pick up another gun. And it might not be the most, you know, it might not be like the best gun that fits your class or your play style, but you gotta roll with it anyway, which could be for the worst or it could be for the best. I don't know. And I'm using Gung Ho on this class because it is a shotgun, and I want to be able to fire on the run, as that's extremely helpful with a shotgun, as you can still be sprinting and you can be caught mid-sprint and still fire your shotgun, which again is only a 2-shot kill, so you can even catch some people off guard that were sprinting themselves, such as that guy. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about I didn't explain this the last time in my nuclear video, but let me explain a bit why we play CTF as a 5-man or a 6-man, or even a 4-man sometimes. Is because CTF, game modes like CTF and Uplink, they both have pretty fixated spawn locations. Like, a team will spawn in one general area, like as you see in the back there. They will generally spawn back there. In most instances, actually, they will spawn back there. There will be some rare instances if you're pushing them really hard, they'll leak out. But if you're keeping them really controlled like we are in their spawn, then it's going to be hard for them to get out. And that and CTF, there's something weird with the rounds. If you don't cap a flag in the first, second, or the first OT rounds, it goes into a second OT, and you have to score in that round, or it's a draw. Game's a draw. And that basically gives you 3 rounds of straight just carnage on the other team. And the first 2 rounds are like 5 minutes. I don't know how long the OT rounds are exactly. They may be like 3 minutes or something. If they are 5 minutes, then that's more kudos. Then you basically have almost 20 minutes to just go in on kids. And yeah, and a lot of you may be wondering, or I guess some of you may already know, why we have somebody holding the flag the entire game, and that person is usually Shpingus. We do it because Shpingus, whenever he holds the flag, or whoever is holding the flag, they get 50 more points a kill towards score streaks, and this can be extremely helpful when going for haters, as it can shave 2, maybe even 3 kills off a hater, which is extremely beneficial. So it's almost like a mini hardline if you're holding the flag, but in exchange, you are also permanently highlighted on the enemy's radar, as with this big kill sign above you. But if you are playing against absolute scrubs, it's not really an issue, so that's why we usually do it. And Shpingus is a really good player. He can hold his own. And another reason is, if we're playing not in a 6-man, if we're playing in a 5-man, and we have a 6th guy on our team, if he picks up the flag and scores, it basically means we only get to play 2 rounds if we don't let the enemy cap a flag, and we really don't let the enemies cap a flag, because that's not the goal. We're trying to kill them. We're not letting them cap flags. And even if we like say, oh, let him cap a flag, half the time we usually don't anyway, because I don't know, we're kill greedy. So we have Shpingus hold on to the flag to ensure that Randy's don't pick it up and score. And right here, as you see, I get the nuclear medal. I get a couple unstoppable medals, not as many as last time, but I did still get the nuclear. That's a Brecci nuclear. The first I've ever gotten, so I was pretty excited about that. But yeah, back to the what I was talking about, why Shpingus holds the flag, why we hold the flag. So basically, if you let your team, random score, or random picks up the flag, is you basically virtually have about 10 minutes less to kill people, get kills, get score. And that can be significant if you're playing against bad players and they're not leaving and such. However, there are games where even us, like if there's people leaving, like there's only one person left in the 2nd round because they realized they were getting owned or something like that, or if they just felt like leaving, had to go do something. I don't know. If there's only like one person left for some odd reason, then what we do is we just end the game anyway, either by capping the flag, and then just by capping the flag 3 times to end the round, or just capping it once and then just slaying them until the end of it. So that's normally what we'll do if everybody's leaving the lobby. And so yeah, and I'm actually not the only person that gets a nuclear during this game. Shpingus actually manages to get one too. There would have actually been 4 nuclears in this game. That's a bit of a funny story. Of course, I got mine, Shpingus got his, and Sonic, Speed 1 would have gotten one, and Velocity. Velocity was on a 20 kill streak, I believe, or something. But he lagged tremendously during this game. His internet will do that randomly sometimes. I've known him for a while, and it like just started doing this on Black Ops 3 for some reason, but his internet will just randomly, like, during certain games, it'll just, like, red bar. Constant red bar. None of us know what's wrong with it, but sometimes it'll happen to him, and sadly for him, it happened during this game. So, kind of feel bad for him. So he basically wasn't able to win many heads-up gunfights because of this. But Sonic, he was actually on a 28 kill streak during this game. A 28, and it would have been his first nuclear, but he got killed by some kid lying prone in the spawn, and I really do feel bad for him. So, but if they both would have gotten their nuclears, if Velocity wouldn't have been lagging, because if he doesn't lag, and he's on a really good kill streak, it's pretty much almost guaranteed he gets his. But, yeah, and then Sonic, if he wouldn't have gotten killed by that proner, this would have been 4 nuclears in a game, which would have been excellent to see. But, yeah. Besides that, I am the score streaks I'm running. Let me explain that a bit. I'm running a UAV, of course, for basic recon support. You want to see where the enemy is, and it only takes really 5 kills to get. If you're holding the flag, it takes 4, so it shaves a kill off. Again, kind of like mini hardline, and it can be useful. And you get it quite early. Blah, I don't know. I just burped a bit there. Anyway, yeah, you can get it a bit early, and it helps your entire team see where the enemy is, which is very helpful. Then again, there are kids with ghosts, so you must be careful of that, but that's always a risk when running a UAV. And of course, we're running a hater because pretty much all of us are running haters to show enemy directional position, and it's every enemy on the map, and that can help us immensely. At all times, if any of us are on a nuclear streak, knowing where the enemy is ahead of time gives you a real advantage in a heads-up gunfight, or just knowing where to flank kids from. And some of the other guys were running power cores or something as their final kill streak. I myself was running a GI unit because I was going for a challenge beforehand with the GI unit. And again, I was going for a nuclear, so I didn't really want a killing kill streak, but I forgot to take it off. And you see there, Sonic dies on his 28 by that kid right there. Again, we all felt pretty sorry for him. Sonic, you'll get it soon, trust me. Anyway. Yeah, but the GI unit, again, don't really run killing kill streaks if you're going for nuclears. I know I feel like such a hypocrite when I say that, because I pretty much almost always have an assault kill streak on when I get on a nuclear streak. But it's always because I was doing some odd challenge beforehand, and I just completely forget to take it off. And like I said, I just so happened to be going for GI unit kills. You might have noticed in the first round, I actually did end up getting the GI unit. What is it called? Yeah, the GI unit challenge for kills. Actually, by the time this video is posted, I actually have all 50. And I don't have Ground Assault Master yet because I have to get the, what is it? You have to get 25 kills while your GI unit or your sentry is protecting a flag or something or an objective, which is pretty easy. I'm on like 19 out of 25, so I'll be getting that soon enough and get Ground Assault Master. But yeah, another funny thing about this game is I actually didn't record this at my place. This was recorded on my cousin's PlayStation at my grandparents' house, of course on my account. But it was pretty weird because, you know, I was listening to my cousin constantly, and you know, grandma's house. It just feels weird not playing on your TV, not on your PS4, on your own PS4. But I was still able to get it anyway. Really solid gameplay. I was pretty happy by it. And again, this is my first Brecci nuclear I've ever had. I'm really sure this is not the first in the world. But it is very, very cool to have on my channel. I really hope you guys appreciate it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this gameplay. Besides what happened in the first round, you see pretty much everybody's leaving. There's only a couple kids that are actually left. Like I said, pretty much everybody left at the beginning of that first OT round, so they're not around. Not many of us are getting streaks anymore, but we let it go to a second OT anyway. So yeah, that's that. And I don't end up getting too many more kills. I mean, I get a few more. The guys get a few more. But none of us end up going on another nuclear. At this point, me and Shpingus already have ours, and we're just sitting in the slab to get kills. I don't know how many kills I have at this point. In fact, I'm going to fast forward this a bit. I'll just fast forward this to the end of the game, because nothing else really interesting happens. Besides maybe a couple more kills and end game. But yeah. Besides that, this is going to be the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this Brecci nuclear. If you would like to see a nuclear with another gun, post it in the comment section below, and I'll see what I can do. Please make it realistic. Like, don't make it something that, for me, is going to be pretty hard, like a combat knife nuke. There's probably no way I'd be able to do that. They dropped our flag. But yeah, that's the end of the game. As you guys can see, whoa, I just skipped back. They dropped our flag. Yeah, but that's pretty much the end of this gameplay, guys. There's the final scoreboard. I went 76-3, which is awesome. And yeah, but if you guys want to see more nuclear gameplays, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace.